marked the 70-year anniversary of a devastating flood that wiped out Oregon's second largest city.
And as Ken Body shows us, the ripples from Vanport still shape this city where we live.
State Senator Jackie Winters has had a successful career in politics and in business, but her defining moment is still the Vanport flood of May 30th, 1948. She was 11 years old.
I want to say chaos, but it was even more than that. You were frightened because suddenly you're seeing this swirl of water. It wasn't just talking about a little bit of water, it was a lot of water, and it was frightening, and you were also not knowing where you're going to go.
When the dike holding back the Columbia River broke, it wiped out Oregon's second largest city. Officially, the flood killed 15 people. Nearly 20,000 escaped to higher ground, including Jackie Winters, her 5 siblings, and her parents.
If you recall, Vanport was only one way in and one way out.
Vanport stood where Portland International Raceway is today. It was the nation's largest public housing project, built in 1942 by industrialist Henry Kaiser to house workers at the Kaiser shipyards on Swan Island during World War II. Nearly 40% of Vanport residents were African Americans from the South and the Midwest, representing the largest influx of African Americans in Oregon history. Winters' parents came from Kansas.
My dad worked in the shipyard, and my mom, for a short period of time, worked in the shipyard, and that's how we actually got to Vanport.
Vanport was also a bold social experiment. The schools and public areas were open to all races.
I mean, it was a community, and there was this sense of community. And I think even to this day we talk about it, you know, and talk about the lives of living in Vanport.
After the flood, most African Americans settled into the Albina neighborhood of North and Northeast Portland. The neighborhood is now gentrified, the vibrant culture diluted. But Jackie Winters and other former Vanport residents have a bond that can't be washed away.
The legacy of Vanport, I think it's a community that has continued to survive.
Ken Body, KOIN 6 News.
And at the height of the war, Vanport housed about 40,000 people. The Kaiser Hospital System began in Vanport, and Vanport College became Portland State University. A lot of this history is documented by the nonprofit called Vanport Mosaic. We have a link if you're interested on KOIN.com.